Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor. We're back in the Slack Hills and there are still many things we have left to do. So Gondor has these quests for like Reuven, but we're saving those for later in case we need the extra rep. But now we just need to continue scouting this area for the rangers. So I think we can actually climb atop one of the Slack Hills, take a look at the Black Gate, and see how it looks from here. Carhost overlooks much of the eastern Slack Hills. Okay, so we're actually looking at the tower here. And yeah, it does look menacing, of course. From here we have a great view of the Black Gate. That we can technically emote here for the epic. Okay, and here we have the two towers of the teeth in the frame. Let us see how the view is on the other hill. Okay. Narhost overlooks much of the western Slack Hills. And it looks just as menacing as his twin. Well, its twin. But I do like the view better from this angle in here. So let us check. The field before the Black Gate of Mordor is empty and quiet. And desolate. I mean, so vile. Now, survey the Black Gate, survey the base of Narhost, and we also have some orc camps in which to drop the black powder that we got previously. We can begin actually by doing that. Of course, these guys won't let us be. Okay, much more better. Wait, I think we should be able to find all the fires around here. Yeah, he didn't stand a chance at all. The entrance does not seem to be heavily guarded, opposed to the entrance to the other tower, which was heavily guarded. Maybe not that difficult to get to, but it was still quite a challenge. A challenge especially to traverse the tower. When we needed, we didn't even need to do that. What insult to injury. Traveling any closer to Morannon would surely lead to a swift death. So I think, yeah, that's the only warning you will get. You will face a swift death if you try to do it. But, okay, you know me. So, that means we're gonna do some quick pictures of us in front of the Black Gate. Because we are here to contest Sauron's power. And we, of course, can have him run along Rampart. Yeah. Announcing the king and all. In front of the Black Gate. I have a feeling they will not appreciate that a lot. But well, the battle is coming anyway, so... The hour of truth is almost upon us. Anyway. Oh, come on. Yeah, thank you. Now we only have one more fire to locate. Just trying to decide if it's worth it to get some of this. I mean, the extra virtue XP is always nice, of course, and we could certainly use it, but I don't think it's essential right now. Our DPS virtues are already maxed up. We are leveling up the tanking virtues in case they are needed, but we seem to be doing all right, and we have reached a point in the wastes in which we will not find any more of those ranger caches or those relics of the last alliance, and I have a brief notion of where they are, but I don't know if I want to go back just for those deeds. So I think maybe gonna just continue with the game. With the smoke rising into the air, you can now move around the slack hills mostly unnoticed by the Towers of the Teeth. Alright, well, I hope that proves useful. So I'm not sure right now what will come afterwards for the epic. But I think I wanna advance with the Ranger's quest for a moment. Let's see what we get. You relate to Thurindol what you saw. The Morannon has not changed? That is as I expected. The movements you describe around Narhast are interesting. I do not know what to make of it. And Karhast is heavily guarded, you say. That must mean there is something of great importance within the tower now.
Be wary, my friends. Evil spoils these grounds.
I tell you, Beriathan, I have wondered whether I were going mad. I would track our captain climbing the nearby eastern hills, only to lose track of him. Then, as if by some sorcery, I would spy him far west where I should surely have seen him pass. The riddle has evaded me until now. The maggot holds must communicate in tunnels deep beneath these meeting heaps, and access fundaments beneath the Towers of the Teeth as well. It is the only answer. Will you investigate? Find a way into Karhast and discover what pathways lie below. But I forget myself. You should speak with Kandur before you go. You're going beneath Karhast then? I am glad you are willing to help us in this. It will be dangerous, but for this task I have faith in none so much as you. Fortune smile on you. We will speak again, I am sure of it. Beriathan, you honor the name Ranger with your bravery and commitment to Gondor. We shall see you again soon. This deed you undertake will not go unremembered by my order. I will see to it.
Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
Even if we're able to defeat the orcs gathered beneath the hills, their leaders will only raise and enlist many more foul creatures. You must seek out the lieutenants skulking around beneath these forsaken lands and put an end to their command.
Will you hear my plight?
Beriathan, you have said yourself that on your missions around the Slack Hills, you have witnessed orcs moving through bored holes in the earth. I believe there are many orcs moving through these unnatural caverns. I ask of you to find an entrance to these caverns that will lead you to the orcs which occupy them. Defeating them is our only hope of making safe passage for the host of the West.
Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
It can be no coincidence the entrance to Karhast is defended by an entire encampment of orcs. Some unpleasant surprise waits within. I have watched many comings and goings of Uruk-hai through the iron gates at the base of the tower. I believe, were you to find your way in there, you might wreak some havoc and spoil the surprise. Yeah, let us do that. Yeah, let us do that. Now.
Sauron is waiting.
What did you see from atop the Slack Hill? Aragorn listens to your account. All was quiet and still. I see, and I am not surprised. Sauron is waiting. I do not take the empty calm before the gate to be fact, and neither should you. The Dark Lord's armies are arrayed before us, though we see them not. He waits to unleash them, for he wants to see what we will do.
There is no sense in delaying what must come.
There is no sense in delaying what must come. There must be a parley. I will go forth with a small group of my most trusted allies and call for Sauron's surrender. I would be honored if you would accompany me, my friend. I do not expect the Dark Lord to give in to our demands, but still I must offer him the opportunity. Speak to me when your preparations are made and we will go together. Yeah, I thought as much. We're basically ready to advance the epic to the point in which well, that's the Battle of the Black Gate, basically, and the end of Book 8. But we still have so many things to do here in the Slack Hills that I think I'm gonna wait. I, of course, want to save the Battle of the Black Gate for last, and that's what I'm gonna do. So for now, what we gotta do instead is find the entrance to a Skoironk, which is a cave system somewhere around here. Trying to remember exactly where. Yeah, this one seems to be it. The sound of orcs echo from out the cavernous maggot holes. Okay, what do we have here? You notice the caverns are lined with bones. Perhaps you could use this orc filth to confuse the denizens of Skoironk. The orcs down here are well stocked with enough supplies for an entire army. You take it upon yourselves to destroy some of the supplies in order to hinder the vile efforts of the armies of Mordor. Yeah, that would work before the battle. Sure. The orcs down here are organized and camps litter the cavern floors. You believe that destroying some of these camps would give you and the rangers an advantage in the Slack Hills. You did? Foe Slayer of Skoironk? Yeah. Hoped as much. We need to defeat 80 of these guys. Okay. Doesn't seem to be bad enough. And there are, of course, plenty of flowers in here. Wanna take a look. Yeah, we're almost even with the flowers, so I hope they are also evenly spread across this cavern system. Now these caverns are a maze. They confuse me a lot, as I'm not sure where to go. They just go and keep going. I hope this one is a quick one. Don't worry, Garliv. We are doing okay. You have defeated many orcs within the caverns of Skoironk and confirmed that a large group of the enemy moved below ground in the Slack Hills. Yeah, and I'm not even halfway through with this cave. Gonna be defeating a lot of these guys. else do we need to go? Bone mallow. Oh, maggot larvae. I mean, once again, I don't mind defeating some of these guys, as I'm hoping to grab some task items from them. I think right now I am in some sort of autopilot because I don't remember the layout of the cavern, but I have sort of imprinted it on my fingers, the directions that I follow. Because I cannot tell you how many times I have done this. Not the landscape version of it, but there is an instance version of Skoironk, which is not as open as the landscape one, and in that one you... I mean, I did that instance version so many times indeed. Corpse of maggot larva, and what do we need this corpse for? Not a quest that we can advance just yet, it seems, but that means that we will be coming back here to do something with those corpses. Alright. There we go. Much better. Bones, but I still need half the bones. I mean, basically halfway through with what I need to gather here. Oh yeah, you just basically gotta try and find the places you have not visited. But I don't know why I was so confused the first time I wasn't here, and I still have that memory very fresh in my mind. Come on. Don't worry, Garlic, we're doing good. We're doing good. You have destroyed many tents within the maggot hole caverns of Skoironk. This should lessen the effectiveness of the orcs camped down here. Alright, what comes next? More slugs, more task items. That would mean more task items. Sturdy gate. Okay. I think behind that sturdy gate you will find yeah, it's a very strong gate. So I think beyond that gate you will find a fellowship area, much like what we found last time we were under the Towers of the Teeth. And that's an area after which you will notice the enemies are much more stronger and higher numbers as well. So I think that's what we will find if we try to open that door. I mean, maybe we could do it. We are doing very good DPS and feeling confident. I mean, it's just a door. It shouldn't be nothing Nothing too major, but what's behind it? That's the real question. You have defeated the orc lieutenants within the caverns of Skoironk and caused disorder among the growing number of orcs hiding below the Slack Hills. Build bone idols? Now, where do I need to do that? You have destroyed many of the orc supplies within the Maggot caverns of Skoironk. This should lessen the effectiveness of the orcs camped down here, yeah. But now, where do I need to build these stun idols? I don't know. But now that we're here, I think we can give it a try at this door. How much longer will it take to get rid of it? Not too much. But yeah, just as I told you, there are a lot of enemies in here. All of them are elite monsters. And that means we will most likely not survive it. Not for long. Just wanted to show you that there are a couple of extra passages to explore. But there is that. Now, where am I supposed to build the bone idols? I don't know. Like, seriously, where? I think I remember now what I was so confused the last time I was in here. It's not that finding your way through the caverns is difficult, but somehow backtracking and finding out where those bone idols are supposed to be, that's the tricky part. So now, as you have seen, we have completed already the first tier of the Slayer deity in Skoironk. And God knows how much will we do towards the second one before we're done with this place. But here we have the first location for the bone idol. And they are worshipping it? Ah! Yeah, and then they just stop doing that and just fight you. Okay. What do we have here? First of all, a Skoironk 5 LOTRO points and some extra reputation. Cool. Skoironk advanced. We need to defeat 160, of course, much like Doomboha. Now I gotta keep looking for the locations for the stun idols. To be honest with you, I don't see where. I don't know where to go. Okay, here we have another location. You know what, these orcs are gonna attack any minute. Now, where is that second location supposed to be? Ah, just here. Just around the corner. That's great. You have successfully confused many of the orcs within the maggot hole caverns of Skoironk. Their time spent worshipping your false idols is time spent not preparing for the coming battle. Alright, I guess that means we can leave Skoironk, because now we just need to go to the Towers of the Teeth. So let us do just that. Alright, not as bad as I remembered it. It's still a little bit confusing, but manageable. You know what? Yeah, let me take you down. You never know when you might find that useful for the deed, the extra guy. And we just leave Skoironk and make our way to Karhust. So we're going back to Fushamgun. Maybe we will not be able to advance that deed enough. I mean, we are nowhere close to finish that one, but maybe we can finish the first tier at least. Just 18 of those guys on our way to the tower. That seems feasible. Okay, what else do we have in here that might be useful? Bridle? Yeah, why not? Rush cloth might be useful. Bubbling goose. Parchment. Warden spear. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. We're getting enough task items for maybe a couple days of tasks. That would be great. If we could get enough task items for a day or two. And we should already have enough for a day. But let us hope we can get a second set. Okay, here we are, back at Fushamgun. So once again, just 18 of these guys on our way to the tower. Shouldn't be difficult. That's 2. Let us try and find some of these large groups. Awesome. That's what I meant. What else are we having here? Yeah, please. There we go. Pose layer of Fushamgun. Right on time. Here we are at the entrance of the tower. Many dangers may lie ahead within the Tower of Karhust. Yeah, we already know a little bit about that. You gotta be careful though, not to enter the fellowship areas. On your return delve beneath Karhust, you notice the enemy are gathered in encampments. It would be easy to sow mayhem by torching those camps. Crawlers have made a home for themselves beneath the Towers of the Teeth. Defeating some of them may make passage through these dark corridors safer for those who brave these depths. And we can finally get this one for the artifacts. You come across an old Gondorian artifact buried in the rubble. It looks to be an item left over from when these towers were last occupied by men and worth preserving. Sure. Now, Foe's Layer of Push I'm good, 5 LOTRO points reputation, that's it. The advanced tier is just for 100 of them. Good enough, 5 LOTRO points. Let us see, anything else good in here? Metal scrap, sure. Is this gonna start another quest? No. Defeated Uruks. Yeah, we also had that quest. Good to know. Thank you for the reminder about that one. What else do we need to do in here? No, that's just it. These 5 quests. Alright, we can do that. Refined Gondorian weapon parts. Alright, I could use that recipe. I can indeed use that one. So, let me see. Yep. All of them are recipes I already know. It's always good to check nonetheless. Another one of these ones. I may need to sell that really soon. Refined weapon parts, yeah. This one will... It's a single use recipe. It doesn't drop that often either, but... Hey, every little help counts towards the reputation of these factions. Which is an absolute pain to max. Who's coming now? War leader? Sure. Come get me. Oh, we already need to reforge. But I think we started the episode with these weapons being at level 41. That's great. And what's even better is I did remember this time to get my VIP buffs, so I can reforge right here. Not miss any of those of the sweet item XP. Let us do that really quick. All right. Right, we also need the Gondorian artifacts. Ah, but it's just 5 of them. Alright, so I think we're doing good, considering that. Great. What else? Oh, another Gondorian artifact there. I see it. Here. No, we're doing very good. We're doing pretty good here. Finally, thank you. Is there anything around here? Maybe not. Okay. Maybe here. Oh, come on. Stop it with these arms. Thank you. You have defeated many orcs within the Towers of the Teeth and confirmed that a large group of the enemy moved within the towers. Yeah, even though we have technically not reached yet the passage between the towers. But yet again, we had already seen that before, so... You have destroyed many of the encampments within the Towers of the Teeth. Your efforts will surely affect the enemy gathered there. Now, we gotta defeat crawlers, we gotta find some more of those Gondorian artifacts, which I have no idea where they can be. Oh, we're making progress, we're making progress. Okay. From the looks of it, we should be able to find the missing artifacts on the other tower. Let's hope that's the case. Ah, there is an artifact in here. So maybe the fifth one is also in this side. In this tower, and I missed it. We still need to come down this tunnel anyway, for the crawlers. Post layer of the Towers of the Teeth. Great. So, 5 LOTRO points once again and some extra reputation. Now, this one, we need to defeat 200 of them. Okay, doesn't seem too bad. Okay. You have defeated many crawlers lurking within the Towers of the Teeth. Your efforts will be felt by those who venture below the towers. Sure they will. Now, any Gondorian artifacts in here, please. Doesn't seem to be in here. And maybe this is a moment in which, yeah, they all start becoming elite masters. So, I think this is as far as we can go. I mean, we technically can go further, but the Gondorian artifact we're missing is right over here. We don't need to worry about that other section. Gotta go talk to Thurindol. So let us actually muster in the camp of the host and then take the ride. I hope we can get to respect that soon so that we can stop doing this. As soon as we get the mastering hat on there, we can grab the milestone in the Slack Hills. And that sounds way more convenient. I hope we're really close to that. Dagorlad Onyx, we don't need the Onyx. Salt, alright. Parchment. Okay, so we got this and this. Alright. That seems good enough. We'll check the rest of that later.
How may I help you, friend?
Why is there not a stable mastering hat on there? Why do you need to do that to me? I'm not an historian by any means, but my conclusion is the same as yours. These are indeed very old. I will make arrangements for these to be transported to Minas Tirith, if and when the opportunity should arise. If what you relate is true, why then an entire army hides in wait below the ground? We know full well that overwhelming odds stand locked behind the Morannon, but we shall not face those until the ordained time of battle according to Lord Aragorn's plan, which is really close. What if this nether army poured forth to accost us before that time? What last gleam of hope might be lost if my lord's plan faltered? No, it is clear. We must do something if we may. Whatever we may. Oh, another set of quests. Awesome.
Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
The orders you intercepted are worrisome, even though I cannot unlock their secrets. We may be sure nonetheless that trouble for the messages and messengers of the enemy does us good. Thurindol hands you some ranger-made traps. Take these traps and return to the Tower of Karkhust. Hide them along the main pathways to the tower. I am sure this will surprise those within. Perhaps they may even start fighting among themselves.
Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
It is still unclear if these maggots are the architects of these caverns or if machines bore these tunnels. Would you collect water samples from the caverns so that I might study them? We may be able to ascertain more about these unnatural structures from the waters which seep through the rock of the hills.
Will you help bear my burden, friend?
You say there is an insect in the tunnels that even the orcs dislike? I wonder if we could use this knowledge to our advantage. If you happen to find yourself in the section of the cavern in which these maggots have taken up residence, perhaps you would be able to collect their poisons. In studying the poison, we may be able to learn more of the creation of these caverns.
Let us hope you bring glad tidings, friend.
It is not just the orcs we must deal with in the Slack Hills, evil men gather here as well. While Gondor is occupied with the Easterlings, I have been monitoring a small group of Black Númenóreans. I believe they have taken shelter within the Towers of the Teeth. If you find yourself within Karkhust, these Black Númenóreans must be defeated. They are powerful men with nothing but malice towards all others.
Will you hear my plight?
If the orcs beneath the Slack Hills are still able to mobilize against our own forces, we must try to even the field. I ask of you to collect their crude weapons. If many of the orcs have to fight against us with only their fists, then they will be no match to our blades. Okay. So, we have a return to Skoironk and Karkhust. Considering the time we have left on today's episode, I think we only have time for one of those, of course, and I think the easiest one is Skoironk, so that's where we're headed now. Of course, as we make our way towards Skoironk, getting some more task items is not gonna hurt. How is our reputation going, by the way? Almost there, man. 7,000 reputation. So a couple more quests, maybe a few more deeds. We should be good to go. And tasks, of course. That's another one. Yeah, I'm feeling very confident in our ability to get that master before we leave this area. Alright, water samples, poisonous goo, orc weapons. And of course, flowers. Because why not? There we go. Why is this shaking? What's happening here? Now, I think the way to the maggots is through here. Alright, we already have all the weapons. This is a good spot to collect a water sample? Okay. Ah, you see, I told you. There was something about these maggots. Knew it. Four. Another good spot for the water sample. So this should be it for all the goo we need. What a shame though that this is not a good spot for the water sample. Nice. Coming here, you stupid thing. Let us continue looking for bodies of water somewhere around here. This one? Yeah. Gonna grab the bone mallow. I'm not sure if that water across there technically counts. Maybe it doesn't. Oh no, it does. That's great. That means we're almost done. Look how they drop. Like flies. Great, great, great. Another good spot for a sample of water. Let us see what else we got here. Might be useful. Yeah, we should definitely have now enough task items for more than a couple days. Yeah. Thank you. There we go. The last body of water. Hopefully somewhere around here. Yeah. Not this one? Yeah, don't scare me like that. Time to go back to Thurindol? Sure. And how are we going with this deed? Yeah, halfway through, basically, for the second tier. So we just need to come back here and give it another round to the entire place. I don't think we will get more landscape quests for this. And I think the crafting instance has a separate Slayer deed. So maybe this is as far as we'll go unless we come and actively hunt for that deed. I'll need to check that. I'll need to double check that. Perfect. Great. All right, and here we are back with the Rangers. Let us see the samples. Thurindol holds one sample in each hand, peering into the glass vial as he holds each up to the smoke masked sun. This sample is from near the entrance, is it not? While it is filthy, it is not as toxic as the waters around us in the slag. No doubt then, a product of orc occupation. Now, this other sample is interesting. The water here is much purer. I believe our initial thought that the maggot creatures were the ones who dug these holes is indeed the correct assumption. This is very interesting, and I look forward to learning more on once the battle concludes. What troubles me though, is that every maggot you have encountered thus far seems to only be in the larva stage. Once fully grown, these creatures could potentially be terrifying. My, it looks as if the poison is already starting to burn through your pouch. This may be trickier to study than I had initially thought. I had hoped to turn it into a weapon of sorts, such to corrode machines of war. Now I see that I will need to find a way to properly transport this acidic goo. It may need to wait until later, as there are much more present matters to attend to here. Still, I will see what I can do here. Good work. I shall throw this in the nearby waters. The toxic filth of the Slack Hills will make quick work to brittle these crude clubs and blades.
Oh. You bring glad tidings, friend.
I think, yeah, this is the crafting instance. Ah no, this is a daily. You just need to go there. Okay. And what do we have here?
Be wary, my friends. Evil spoils these grounds.
As luck would have it, I was able to find a way to transport the corrosive goo of the maggots. By watering it down with some of the polluted waters of the Slack Hills, the concoction no longer erodes its container. I would say that it is no longer useful as a corrosive weapon against machines of war. It may be very useful as a poison though. Apply this concoction to the orcs' food supplies. Let us see what happens. Oh, so evil you.
Evil spoils these grounds.
There are still more orcs residing beneath the wastes. If you find yourself within the maggot tunnels, defeat the orcs you see. They must not be allowed to attack the host of the west. So we have some dailies in there to complete, but we'll need to wait for later, as we have run out of time for today. So this is the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.